Hi guys, I'm Jeff Gove. I'm the current president of the American Morgan Horse Association, and to my right and joining us this afternoon is Julie Broadway, the executive director of the American Morgan Horse Association. We're here at the 2015 World Championship Morgan Horse Show, and we just want to bring you up to date on some AMHA happenings. So Julie, what do you got for us?
So I thought we might start with a quick update on the 2016 election. As most of you know, we have changed our election process for next year, and all of those that have a valid email address will be receiving your ballot electronically. If you do not wish to receive an electronic ballot, you do need to contact the office and let us know so that we can mail you a paper ballot. We do have to know if you need that paper ballot before December the 1st. The ballots will go out the first part of January, and the results will be announced at the Super Convention in February of 2016. I also wanted to make you aware of where we stand as far as candidates are concerned. Region 1, we have 2 positions open, and running for those 2 positions are Holly Shribner and Karen Marlin. In Region 2, we have 2 positions open, and we have Kate Kirsch. The other position is going to remain vacant at this time because we did not have a candidate come forward for that position. We also have running for Region 9, Linnea Seedy. And then we had a vacancy in Region 3, which was the position that Amy Farley previously held, and Sherry Cole is running for that position. We also have a vacancy in Region 10, and Betsy Buchanan is running for that position. In addition to those regional director positions, we have 2 directors at large that are open, one for a 3-year term and one for a 2-year term, which is completing the vacancy that Harry Sebring had held. So right now, those individuals are still collecting signatures to be placed on the ballot, but right now I currently have the slate of Ling Fu Wiley and Cindy Meunier, Harlan Grunden, and Mary Westman are all collecting signatures to possibly run for directors at large.
Great, thanks. We have several other topics here to talk about, but I think up until just probably 2 months ago, the slate of candidates running for the board this coming February was considerably less. And it kind of is a good segue to talk about the governance changes that we're proposing this year at the convention and as part of the overall election. There are very significant bylaw changes that will be coming before you. And we have a chart showing how we'd like to redistrict the entire country, actually the entire world, but it really focuses more on the USA and Canada. We currently have 10 regions where we elect directors and 3 at-large positions. That will change to just 3 overall regions with 3 directors being elected from each region. So we'll be downsizing considerably. We're going to go from a House of Representatives style approach in terms of how we will govern AMHA in the future.
So one of the things you're going to see on the ballot are these bylaw changes that Jeff's mentioning. We're going to give you the highlights of what those bylaw changes are, and then there'll be a link for you to click to read actually the red line of all the details of those bylaw changes, because going from 10 regions to 3 regions and changing the board from 16 members down to 9 members is a very extensive bylaw overhaul. So we're asking everyone to take an opportunity to read all those bylaws and give us some feedback about that.
Yeah, please make sure you do, and if you have any questions or concerns about it, please contact the office. But we hope to have this in place and be part of the vote for this coming year, which means that in 2017, the election, you will be electing a brand new board of directors from across the entire country. So it's very significant, and you're probably wondering, okay, if we do this, what happens to the regional shows? Julie, tell us about the regional shows.
So we're looking at a complete overhaul of the criteria for our regional shows, and what we mean by that is right now we only allow 1 regional show in each of the 10 regions, and we're changing that formula. We're going to set the criteria up, and any show can apply to be a regional, and we can have more than 10 regions, 10 regionals. So there'll be multiple regional shows in each of the 3 regions. Eastern, Central, and Western are the 3 regions that we've outlined. And so there'll be several regional shows in each of those kind of zones, if you will. And we may, like I said, we may have fewer or we may have more, and we're very excited about that. And right now the committee is in a discussion about having sort of a championship in each of those 3 areas. So an East Coast championship, a Central championship, and a West championship. So we're working through that. We're also taking a look at some changes to our star rating program because people have made some really great suggestions for that. So look for some more information about changes in how the whole show process is going to work. Again, to Jeff's point, that would take effect in 2017. So no worries for anybody for 2016. Everything will stay status quo. But when we get to 2017, if the bylaws do change, you'll start to see these things begin to roll out. It also means that candidates that are running in the 2016 election, I just mentioned are running for a 3-year term or a 2-year term. That could very well turn out to be just a 1-year term if the bylaw changes go through. So we want to make sure everybody understands if the bylaw changes don't pass, the 3 years or the 2 years will stand. But if they do pass, then it could just be a 1-year term.
And there's a lot to swallow here. So please, if you have questions, get a hold of Julie or anybody at the AMHA offices.